If your classroom falls apart 2 days after you've organized it, you don't need more effort. You need a system, an end of day reset. Today, I'll show you the SYSTEMIZE step. Classroom routines and procedures that intentionally keep your room clean all year long. You and your students working together. Subscribe for the full 6S Classroom Organization series and download my free 9 Ways in Education guide. It's in the description below. Here's what this problem costs: lost instructional minutes, more behavior interruptions, and decision fatigue. If you're constantly answering, "Where is this?" or resetting the room yourself, the system is making you the bottleneck. Today, we're going to change that. I've watched this happen in real life. Someone cleans and organizes perfectly, is a thing of beauty, right? And then 2 days later is DEFCON 1. Manipulatives on the floor, books in piles, garbage in corners. Now, that's not a character flaw. It's a missing system. SYSTEMIZE is the mechanism that keeps the clean classroom clean. Here's the driving principle. Put it back when you're finished using it. Not later, not eventually, immediately. And when you put it back, it goes back in the ready-to-use condition. So refill it if you need to. Note to buy it on the list, wipe off drips, fix the lid, then return it to its home. I have a couple of steps for you. Step 1, this becomes the classroom procedure. After an activity, nobody is released until everything is back in its home and the space is reset. That's just how it's done. You go to reading time, you go to lab, you have an activity, there's projects, there's rotations. Nobody leaves until everything is reset. In labs, I literally inspect the station for a cleanup score before students are excused. I post a picture on my TV and I say, match the picture. If their table matches the picture, I give the cleanup mark. If not, I say, match the picture, and then I will come back when they've done that and they've reset their space. 15 seconds before the bell, the students straighten desks, they slide books back neatly, and they pick up the trash. Small routine, huge payoff. Every class period, the room is reset. Step 2, make it visual. The fastest way to get students to reset a room is to make the system visual. This is a visual classroom management. I call it 6S it. In manufacturing, you'll see lines on the floor. That means walk in these lines, or labeled homes so that things only fit in one place. You can maybe think of a tool set and there's a cutout for a wrench. Oh, that's where the wrench goes. Same idea for you and I. I did this in my lab with 2 very sensitive analytical scales. Mentioned it in my last video. We put tape, we being my husband and I, put tape around those analytical scales that communicated to the students, don't move these. You have computer chairs that you always want pushed back in a certain spot, put a piece of tape with an X. This is where the computer chair goes. Make this wheel sit on that X. The cleanup, the system, how can you make it visual for students? My TV example, great way to make it visual. You want that visual example to communicate to students, this is where you put an item away. This is how it's supposed to look. This is what reset looks like. So some quick examples that you can copy today. Outline the stapler with masking tape. Tape a square around the supply basket. Tape an outline on the floor for those desktop chairs. Color labels by table, bench, and matching tape on supplies. When students can see a home, they can return things without asking you. Step 3, add a maintenance rhythm to what you're doing. Even with visuals and rules, you and I know that the system still needs a schedule. Students need the schedule. I need a schedule. So write down your routine and calendar it. So daily, what's the minimum reset? For me, it's my desk. When I leave every day, my desk is tidy. My students, when they leave the lab, they've matched the lab picture, their bench is reset. Weekly, so this is my 5-minute sweep. Use this every Friday. Walk through what needs a little tidy that maybe was missed. And then quarterly, here's your deeper student-supported clean. I'll use this if students need help with citizenship. You need to work off of you? Come clean some sinks for me. You could also allocate 10, 15 minutes at the end of the quarter that, hey, we're doing our quarterly reset. Give the students the duster, give the kids the cloth, let them wipe the outside of the doors and the cabinets, the drawers. And then yearly, here's your spring cleaning. It's purge the files and purchase the list for next year. Go through, look at everything, reset everything. Your yearly spring clean. So when you start school next year, it's perfect. Systemize is how your hard work from sort, straighten, and scrub doesn't disappear. Step 4, put students in the system. Now this is critical. Students aren't visitors in your classroom, they're users. So they need clear expectations and a visible system. I'll say visible and verbal system. When students are part of the upkeep, the room stays orderly and it builds responsibility, respect for learning, for you and for our students. So here's your action plan. Have an end of day. One of my daughters likes to call it the closing shift. Have that end of day reset procedure. Set the timer for 2 minutes at the end of class, 1 minute if that's all you need. And then students return items to their labeled taped homes. There's a trash and floor sweep. Tables are put back, desks are put back. The teacher does a quick scan for any hot spots, anything that was missed, and we're done. The system kept everything organized. Remember, start small, make it repeatable. That's the point. Imagine your students taking 1 minute, 2 minutes at the end of every day, at the end of a class, 30 seconds at the end of a class. Wow, your classroom will stay organized. Download my free 9 Ways in Education guide. The link is in the description below. And comment reset. If you're going to reset organization, a system with your students, it will make such a difference for you and for them, ultimately in their learning experience. Remember, do less and get more. It's up here. Lean Think.